Welcome to Living Life, the show that allows you to pursue things that make you happy, curious, and keep you open-minded. This is Living Life on the Empty the Bench Podcast Network. Welcome to Living Life, Sweets, Treats, and Eats on the Empty the Bench Podcast Network. I'm Howie Morgasen. Well, it all started about a year ago with this little sign. This was our first podcast that we did, and it was a Halloween podcast. So here we are a year later, and here's what we look like today. And we're going to do a pumpkin party for Halloween, and we have the family along for the trip. We'll talk about that in a second. But we're going to make some really nice things. We're going to make some apple cider donuts, really good for the season. We're going to make some pumpkin spice cupcakes, and my grandson Josh is going to help me decorate those. Then we're going to make a giant pumpkin chocolate chip s'mores cookie. Say that 3 times fast. And Josh, I think, is also going to have something to do with that. And then we're going to make some Halloween themed chocolates, and we introduce Josh's little sister Melanie, and she's going to help us make them as well. And then at the end, we're going to make a pumpkin spice smoothie. So I hope you can stay with us for the podcast, and we're going to get started making some great apple cider donuts. All right, so let's get started. We're going to make some apple cider donuts. And apple cider donuts, whenever you go pumpkin picking, when you go to the farms where you pick the pumpkins, they always have the fresh apple cider donuts there, and you could smell them, and they're delicious. So let's make some of them. So we're going to start out with some milk and some eggs, and we have some melted butter, some vanilla, and then 2 sugars. We have white sugar, for sweetness, and we have brown sugar for sweetness, and also caramelization, which is that great taste that you get. So we're going to start this up and mixing. And while we're doing that, we have our flour here, and we're going to add some of our dry ingredients. So we have a little bit of salt, we have some baking soda, we have some baking powder, we have a little nutmeg, and we have some cinnamon. So then we're just going to mix up our dry ingredients, make sure they get in with the flour. Okay, we did that. Okay, now we have here the star of the show for this, which is apple cider. This was 2 cups of apple cider that we boiled down to about half a cup, so it concentrates the flavor and the sweetness of the apple cider. So we're going to pour that in. All right, it smells great. Okay, and then the last thing we want to do is add in the flour. So what we'll do is we turn it off, easy way to do it, and we'll lift up, and we'll do it slow, so this way we don't get it all over the place. So we'll put in our flour, which has all our dry ingredients in it. Got it. And then you want to start this up slow, because Nick, my cameraman, is saying don't start it up fast or else I'm going to turn into a snowman. So we start slow, and we get the dough a little bit, but we're fine. We'll let it get incorporated. So now we're going to let all these ingredients mix together to make this great dough. And then we're going to take the dough, and I'm going to put it into a pastry bag, and then we're going to make some donuts. So stay with us. All right, so we mixed up our batter in the KitchenAid, and then I transferred it to a piping bag. Now, if you don't have a piping bag, not to worry. You can take a Ziploc bag, and you can fill that and just cut off the tip of it, and you can use it the same way. And if you're not comfortable with that, just use a spoon. So I have this in a pastry bag here. I'm going to take it out. And then what I want to make sure I do is push it down and then make sure I get a close up here so it doesn't go all over. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to pipe it into the donut tin that I have here, and you want to go about 3/4 of the way up in it. We'll clean it up before we put it in the oven. So the idea is to fill the tin as much as you can. There we go. And these are going to be great. And then we're going to put them in the oven, bake them. And these are baked donuts, so they're a lot healthier than the fried donuts. And then when they come out of the oven, we'll let them cool. And then we're going to put a cinnamon sugar on them, which will make them even better. So stay with us. These are going in the oven. And then we will show you how we do cinnamon sugar. All right, so the donuts are out of the oven. As you can see, they came out great. And I have some melted butter over here. And I have a little bit of cinnamon sugar that I mixed up. And it is a cup of sugar and a tablespoon of cinnamon. And you just mix it up real well. And now what we're going to do is we're going to put a cinnamon sugar coating on the donut. So you take a donut, take a brush, take a little butter, and you put it on it. And then you take a little cinnamon sugar and you put it, and then you take it, take off the extra, put it back over here. We'll take another one, take a little bit of the butter. This time we'll take a little less. Brush the butter, make sure you cover as much as we can. Then we take our cinnamon sugar, dust it over the top. All right, and then we shake off the sugar. Doesn't that look great? I can't wait to try one of these. So I'm going to keep on going here. I'm going to put my cinnamon sugar on here. And after this, make sure you stay with us because we're going to make some pumpkin spice cupcakes. So make sure you stay with us with this. Thank you. Okay, so let's make some pumpkin spice cupcakes. So we're going to start out with some vegetable oil. Then we have 3 eggs. And then we have the star of the show, which is the pumpkin. Okay, and this is canned pumpkin, which is really the best type of pumpkin to work with for recipes. You can get fresh pumpkin and work with it, but it's a lot of work to do it. And the canned pumpkin is very consistent and very easy to work with. So I would recommend you go with that. So now we're going to turn on our mixer, give that a chance to mix. And then the next thing we're going to put in, we have 2 sugars that we're putting in there. We're going to put in some brown sugar and some white sugar. So we're going to get this up a little faster so it gets a chance to mix in. Okay, so now we're going to put in the white sugar. And then we have our brown sugar. This sort of cakes up a little bit, so we might have to help it. Okay, got that. Okay, then we have some self-rising flour. And self-rising flour has the leavening already in it, but if you don't have it, I'm going to include a link in the podcast that shows you how to make self-rising flour for yourself. So if you don't have it and you have all-purpose flour and baking powder, you can put it together yourself, which is actually how I did that. So to the self-rising flour, we'll add some nutmeg, we'll add some cinnamon, and we'll add a little baking powder, and then some salt. And then we'll mix those all together. Okay. All right, and then what we're going to do is we're going to add it into our mix. Whoops. Just be careful you don't get covered with it. Okay, so this is going to mix for a couple of minutes and come together. It's going to get the flour all incorporated into it. And then what we're going to do is we're going to pour the mixture into a pitcher, and then we're going to pour some cupcakes. So stay with us and you'll see us do it. All right, so we finished mixing the batter, and then we took the batter and we put it in this small pitcher mixing cup over here. And it's between liquid and solid, so it is pourable, but probably for what we're doing these mini cupcakes, and I got these cute little mini cupcake liners. I bought them on Amazon. Came multicolored, but there was orange for Halloween, so I figured I would do that. So I'm taking a mini muffin tin, and then I put these little liners in it, and it's much easier to take them out when they're done. So what we're going to do is we'll take a little bit, of it, and we'll put it in. And you want to fill them up about, 2/3 to 3/4 of the way full, and then because that will give it enough room to sort of come up to the top, so like that. And that once we're done with these, so we're going to put them in the oven, and they go in at a relatively low temperature. The temperature that they recommend for it is about 300 degrees Fahrenheit. So then it takes about, 15 minutes or so. These are mini cupcakes. The original recipe was for regular size cupcakes, so we'll adjust it. And you can tell, by looking at them when you see they're browning on the top, you can test them, with a toothpick. So we're going to finish working on these here, and then we're going to put them in the oven, like I said, and then my assistant, Josh, is going to help me, and we're going to frost these and put some decorations on it, so make sure you stay with us for that. Okay, so we made these great pumpkin spice cupcakes, and now I have my buddy Josh along. Say hello to everybody again.
Hello, everybody.
All right, and I made some frosting, and this is cream cheese, butter, vanilla bean frosting. And I put it in a piping bag because that's the way I like to do it, but you can certainly do it. And if you don't have a piping bag, you can use a Ziploc bag, and you can put it in there and cut a corner off and do it that way. Or you can just use a spoon or a knife. So we have our frosting here.
Yeah.
And we're going to do the cupcakes with it. So, ready, Joshy? Okay, there's one. Okay, let's get the next one done here.
2.
This is a lot of fun, right? Okay, let's get the next one.
3.
Yeah, and Josh, you're counting them down. Doing a great job. Okay, next one.
5.
No, what number is this?
6.
4. And the last one?
5.
Okay. There we go. Okay, let's put this over here.
Let's
and now
put
you
it
want
up
to
in
decorate them, right?
Yeah, there's no one the black ones.
You want to use these first?
These black ones.
Okay. Okay, put them on. Good job. And pick a different color now. That's okay, we'll get it later. Here, pick it.
I got it.
Okay. Okay, put one on a different cupcake.
One strange thing.
That's okay.
My finger.
Okay, now go ahead, put that on. And now what do we have over here?
Bat.
Okay, take a bat. Let's put that one on the end there, because that end, okay, you can put it there.
I need one more.
Put some down there.
Just one more.
Okay. Got it?
And then I'll munch the candy.
Okay. No. Careful. Okay. Okay, here you go. On the end one, that needs one. It doesn't have anything. Okay, and you want to put one over here, because that one doesn't have one. Here, take a bat. Okay, and then we have some sprinkles over here. So we'll grab a spoon, right? And which one do we want to put sprinkles on?
I want the candy.
Okay. Which one do you want to put sprinkles on? This one? Okay, we got sprinkles over there. And is there another one? How about let's grab some of this stuff over here. This looks cool. It's kind of sparkly. Should we put it over here on this one? Okay, good job.
Where does this go?
I don't know. Wherever you want. You want to put it over here? That's great. So we got some other sprinkles over here. Should we put it on this one? Okay. And let's see.
This one.
Okay, you want that? I'll get it for you. How's that?
Yeah.
There you go. That's okay. You can leave the sprinkles on it.
It's the.
It's okay. Where do you want to put it? Okay, so I'm going to put these over here. Okay, put that over here on that one. Okay, now let's try one, okay? So put that over there. Which one should we try? Should we try this one? That one looks good.
I don't like that one.
You don't like that one? Okay, which one? You want to try that one? Okay, let's get the paper off it. So you can take a bite.
So we can take the bite off.
This looks pretty yummy. You ready?
Yeah. You need to get one too.
Well, here, let's do yours first. Here, take a bite.
I can get one for you.
No, that's all right. Take a bite.
I got one for you.
Okay. Thank you. I'll put it over here till we're ready. And now take a bite. How is that?
Great.
Yeah, you want to try another bite?
Just let me hold it.
Oh, sure you can hold it. Go ahead. All right. Josh, continue to munch on his donut. And when we come up next, we're going to, on his cupcake, sorry. And then coming up next is a giant chocolate chip pumpkin s'mores cookie. So say, hang on, everybody.
Hang on, everybody.
All right. Okay, so we just made these great apple cider donuts. And now what we're going to make is this giant chocolate chip pumpkin s'mores cookie. Right. And I have my assistant here, my grandson Josh. Say hello to everybody, Josh.
Hello, everybody.
Good job. So we're going to make this. You ready to go?
Yeah.
Okay, so what do we have here?
The butter.
We got to put the butter in. Okay, you ready?
Yeah.
You going to help me?
I can do it by my own.
Well, let's do it together.
I don't want to do it by
Okay,
my own.
all right, go ahead. Can we get it all in?
Yeah.
A couple more pieces in. Let's get them. Okay, we got the butter in. And next we have to put the sugar. Okay, you
I can
ready?
do it by my own.
Okay, I'll just guide it. Go ahead, pour it.
I can do it by
Okay.
my own.
You did. Good job. Now we get the, what's this? The brown sugar?
I can do it by my own.
Okay, go ahead. Good job. All right, so now we got to get the mixer going, right? So this is called creaming, and creaming is when you take butter and sugar and you put it in the mixer and you let them combine together, and what happens is the sugar breaks down the butter so it's easy to mix with the other ingredients, right? So now we're going to add one of these. What's this?
Eggy.
Okay, let's put it in. Okay, good job. I'll take that. Okay, and then the next thing we want to add is the star of the show, the pumpkin.
Pumpkin.
Okay, let's put it in. There it goes. Let's make sure it goes in. We got a spatula here to help. Okay, we got all the pumpkin in. Okay, now we're going to let that mix for a while so it gets all mixed up. While we're waiting, we have the flour. Okay, and we're going to mix here. Can you take this and put that in? That's pumpkin pie spice. You drop that in there. Go ahead, pour it in. Good job. I'll take that. And then we're going to put this over here. This is baking soda. So you want to put that in? Okay, good job. I'll take that. And here's your friend, nope, the whisk. So you want to whisk it up for me? Go ahead. Mix it around. Wow, great job. Keep going. Okay, that's terrific. All right, so I'll take that. And now let's put in, this is vanilla, and that goes in here, in the mix, no, over here, in here. Good job. Okay, now we're going to take the flour, but first we're going to turn this off, okay? And we're going to put this up like this.
Whoa.
Whoa. Okay, and then you want to help me with this?
No.
Okay, we put the flour in.
Whoa.
Okay, so all that flour is in. And now we're going to turn it on, but we're going to turn it on very low because you know what happens if you turn it on high?
What?
Poof! You get a flour cloud. So we're going to turn it on low. Okay, we're going to give it a chance to mix up a little bit, but that's okay. Okay, now the flour is mixing with the pumpkin and the butter and the sugar, right? So next we have, what do we have here?
Chocolate chip.
Chocolate chips. Okay, so.
Another one.
Here, you want to put them in?
Another one for me.
You want to take one? Go ahead.
Yeah.
Okay. You want to test it?
Yeah.
Go ahead, try it. How is it?
Good.
Good. Okay, so can we put them in now?
Then I need one more.
Okay, one more. Perfect. All right, so let's put some of these in.
I need one.
Let's make sure. Okay, let's put some more in.
Some more. Not all.
All right, I think, yeah. Oh, you want another one?
Yeah.
Okay. All right, so let's put these over here. And now what do we have? What's this?
Marshmallow.
Marshmallows. Okay, so we're going to put some marshmallows in. We're going to turn it off for a second. Okay, put it up.
Whoa.
Whoa, look at that. Okay, you ready to put marshmallows in?
Go.
Okay, there we go.
I need some more.
Whoops. Okay, want to try a marshmallow?
Mm-mm.
Go ahead, check it out.
No.
No? Okay, put it in. All right, and then we're going to put it down again. And we're going to turn it on. Okay, now we're going to let it go for a little bit. And then the next thing we're going to do is we're going to...
Does that mean just one?
Yes, a chocolate chip, of course. There you go. So while Josh snacks on chocolate chips, we're going to mix this. And then we're going to put it in the skillet and get it in the oven. So stay with us. Okay, so we mixed up the cookie dough, right, Josh? Should we show people what the cookie dough looks like? There's the cookie dough. It's got the chocolate chips and the marshmallows, right? So what we're going to do is we're going to take the cookie dough. You want to help me?
I want this back to the...
Okay, I'll get it for you. Let's just put it here first. So we're going to put the cookie dough. This is pretty gooey stuff, right? Let's get most of it out. And there's a little more. This is fun, right?
There's one on the table.
Oh, there's pieces that escaped, right? Okay, so here's your tool. Okay, and what we want to do is we want to smooth it out, right? We're going to fill the pan up.
Got it on.
Go ahead. That's all right. It's okay. We'll clean it up. So we want to spread it out, right? So do the best you can. Great job. So we're going to spread this out into this cast iron skillet, and then we're going to put it into a 375-degree oven, right? Yeah. And we're going to bake it for about 15 to 20 minutes or until it's golden brown on the top. And then we're going to add it to that wonderful table of Halloween pumpkin party things that we've worked on. Right, Josh? So tell everybody, stay tuned. There's more to come.
Stay tuned. There's more to come.
Okay. So since we're going to be melting chocolate in this episode, I figured we'd spend a couple of minutes talking about the tools that you need for doing melting. And since this is the anniversary of the podcast, and the first podcast we did was Halloween, and we did melted chocolate, but we've learned a lot since then. So we have some new equipment. We have this shiny new electric melter for chocolate. And then we also have this double boiler here, which is a traditional way to melt chocolate, where you have a bowl over here, a pot with water in it that is simmering, and you put the chocolate over it and you melt it that way. You can see we have varieties of chocolate here. We have orange chocolate for Halloween, white chocolate for ghosts for Halloween, and black chocolate for witches for Halloween. The orange and the white are the same thing. So this is white chocolate with orange food coloring, and this is natural, dark chocolate. What we're going to be doing today is using these plastic molds over here. So we have the Halloween mold and the jack-o'-lantern, and we're going to fill them with chocolate, and then we're going to cool them and remove them. So let's join the grandkids now and make some chocolate. Okay, so we talked a little bit about how to make the chocolate. Now I have my two grandchildren here. Here's Melanie. Say hi, everybody, Melanie.
Hi.
Okay, and then I have Josh here. Josh, say hi to everybody.
Hi, hello.
Okay, thanks. So now we're going to make some Halloween lollipops, right?
Yes. Yay!
Okay, yeah, that is great. So we have some orange chocolate here that we melted, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so you want to help me, Melanie, pour it in? Here, put your hand over here. Okay, you're holding on? Okay, oh, you want to help put it in? Okay, so we'll put some in. We'll spread it out a little bit. Okay, that's a good job. Okay, so hold on. Let's let Josh play. So we turn this around like this. You ready, Josh?
Yeah.
Okay, here we go. Let's put some orange chocolate in here. Spread that around. And then let's put some orange chocolate in here. Okay, good job. And now we'll put it over here. And you know what we do next?
What?
We lift it up. You ready? Can you help me?
Yeah.
And we drop it down nice and slow. Okay, let's try it again. And once more. And then we have some Halloween lollipops. Isn't that cool?
Yeah.
All right, when we come back, we're going to make some ghosts. Look at that, Melanie. Isn't that great?
That's great.
Okay.
I'm making my pot.
Okay, we'll be right back. So we made those great orange pumpkins, right, guys? And now we're going to make some ghosts. We have the ghost mold here. And Josh, we'll start with you this time.
Yeah.
Okay, this time we melted some white chocolate, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so you want to help?
Yeah.
Okay, so we're going to pour a little bit into there. Let's spread it out a little bit. And then help me over here.
Yeah.
Here, put your hand over here where I'm. There you go, right there. Let's put a little.
I got a little.
Okay, that's all right. And then put a little here. Okay, now let's move over to Melanie. I'll be right back.
Okay.
You ready?
Ready.
Okay, so hold on over here. Got it? Okay, and now we're going to put a little white chocolate in that one, right? And then let's put a little one in this one. Okay, and then a little over here. Okay, good job. Bless you.
I got that.
Okay, and then we have the white chocolate in the ghost. We're going to finish it up, and then we're going to take a look and see what it looks like. So stay with us. All right, so we're back, and look at these great chocolates that we made. Don't they look great?
Yeah, they do.
Yeah, do they look great, Melanie?
What's the mic?
Okay, so what kind of chocolate? So we made a ghost. Do you know what a ghost says?
Boo. Boo.
Boo. Okay, and over here we have some black cats. Do we know what what the pussy cat says?
Meow.
Meow. Very good.
And the bats turn into vampires.
Very good. The bats turned into vampires. Okay, so we made some ghosts, and we made some haunted houses. We made some bats, and we made some pussycats, and we made pumpkins, right?
Pumpkin lollipops.
So we made these great pumpkin lollipops. So would you guys like to taste it?
Yeah.
Okay, so I think each one will get a side. So let's try. You go first. Take a bite. How's that? And then you take a bite. Okay, how is that?
That's great.
Yeah, do you like it, Melanie? Is it yummy? Okay, so I guess we're ahead. So come back and join us because we're going to bake some really good holiday gifts. Thank you. Okay, so we made those great Halloween chocolates, and we did it with Josh and his sister Melanie, and that was a lot of fun. But now, this is something that Josh came up with, right?
Yeah.
We were talking about what we wanted to do for this. And,
Pumpkin smoothie.
And Josh said, let's make a pumpkin smoothie. So I looked it up, and I found one. So we're going to put one together. So we're going to put all the ingredients here, right? We start with milk, Josh. Right? Okay. And then what's this?
Yogurt.
Yogurt. So we're going to put the yogurt in. You're going to hold that so I can get it in? Okay. So there's the yogurt going in. Make sure we get all of
Yogurt
it.
and milk.
Yogurt and milk so far. Okay.
Yogurt and milk so far.
All right. So next we have the star of the show.
Pumpkin.
Pumpkin. Right. So let's get the pumpkin in there.
Pumpkin.
Plop, plop. Okay. There's the pumpkin, right?
Pumpkin.
And next, what's this? Do you know what this is? Oatmeal.
Oatmeal.
Right. So we're going to put some oatmeal in there.
Ah.
That's good. Okay. And then we have that pumpkin pie spice. So you want to put that in?
Pumpkin pie spice.
Okay. So put that in at the top. Good job on
I
that.
want to do the honey, yes.
Okay. You want to put the honey in?
Yeah.
Okay.
I don't need help.
Go ahead. Hold it there. Let it drip. Excellent. Okay, I'll take that from you. We're all done with that. Great job with the honey. And then we have what?
Honey.
I got it. Okay, so now we have some ice cubes.
Ice cubes.
All right, we want to put the ice.
Whoops.
We got more in and around. All right, we'll grab that later. That's okay. So now we put the cover on.
Yeah, let's blend it.
And then we're going to put it on the smoothie machine, right? Give it a quick this. And then we just want to let everybody know that we're going to make the smoothie here, and then they're going to join us at the table where they can see all the stuff we made, right? So tell everybody, make sure you stay tuned for the big table shot.
Stay tuned for the big table shot.
Okay, great. Thanks.
Do it.
Well, okay, we made it to the finale. And Josh, look at all this great stuff that we made.
Melanie made that stuff.
Melanie did, yeah.
And
so
she made the pumpkin lollipops.
Absolutely. So, okay, we can start on that side over there. Yeah. So we have the chocolates that you and Melanie made, right? The pumpkin and this haunted house, which you made. A shout out to Uncle Tony, right? Because he helped you with that. He blinged it all up over there.
And he sprinkled it.
And he sprinkled it, absolutely. And then you and Melanie made these chocolates, the bats and the ghosts and the haunted houses. That was great, right? And then I put this together, this bark over here from leftover chocolate and Halloween candies, right? Then we had these great pumpkin spice cupcakes, which we iced and decorated. That came out really good. The giant chocolate chip cookie with pumpkin and s'mores.
Wait.
Okay, wait. Go ahead.
Does it have M&Ms?
No, but the bark has M&Ms. See? Over there. Okay.
And right there.
Yes, absolutely. And then I made these apple cider donuts, which look great over there as well. So would you like to taste the giant chocolate chip cookie?
Yeah, in the smoothie.
Okay, so let me grab a piece for you.
In the smoothie, I like to taste that.
Okay, so I'll put this over here.
That's my plate.
Okay. Okay, so grab a piece. Here, I'll get it for you. There you go. How is that? Is that yummy?
Mmm.
Okay, so now, let me just grab a napkin. And we have this, which we just made, which is what?
Pumpkin smoothie.
Okay, so we're gonna shake it up a little bit. Okay, and let's pour ourselves, if we can get this open. There we go. Some smoothies. So this was the pumpkin spice smoothie. So here's yours over here. Okay, you got it. We'll try the smoothie. Tell me what you think. Pretty good, huh?
Yeah.
Should we do cheers? Here you go. So we say cheers to everybody.
Cheers.
Thanks for joining us on the podcast, and we'll see you on the next Sweets, Treats, and Eats. Say goodbye, everybody.
Goodbye, everybody.
And wave. Good job.
Yeah, fine.